and welcome to Expectations Effects. I'm Samantha from Learning Success, and I'll be your host for this video series. This is an initiative to help you understand how your own expectations, and the expectations of others, can affect your child's learning, future success, behavior, and emotions, helping you up your parenting game. In this video, we have Dr. Jeep. Dr. Jeep is a family practitioner with nearly 30 years of experience. He has experience in developing expectation for his own children, as well as in his practice. In this video, Dr. Jeep explains how having high expectations for his 3 children, all with learning disabilities, help them to succeed.
Hi, my name is Dr. Jeep. I've been a family doctor for nearly 30 years, and I've been so incredibly fortunate in my life to have 3 children, 2 girls and a boy. My oldest is 26 and is now out of school, and she's working as a clinical psychologist. My middle child is 20 years old, and she is a junior in college studying to be a lawyer. And my youngest is my 16-year-old son, who has not yet decided on what he wants to, quote, to do when he wants to grow up, unquote. All 3 of my children have had some learning difficulties, and with the right amount of expectation, they have been able to rise above it. We all have high expectations of our kids, and we want them to do well. In making clear our expectations to our kids, we have to be able to realize whether or not our expectations are reasonable or not. If achieved, high expectations can be incredibly important for a child's self-esteem, but if not reasonable, can leave kids with poor self-esteem and, what's even worse, a lot of insecurity. What I did with my kids was to tell them what I expected of them early on in their school lives. I was raised by a parent who expected nothing worse than a B, but really expected A's. I did not, looking back on my dad's expectations, think that they were unreasonable. I may have thought at the time that they were, but with maturity comes a lot of improvement in how you look at things presently or in the past. Many times, if I did not achieve the expectations that he had of me, it was my fault due to lack of effort, and I was willing to accept the praise or criticism that came with my results in school. If you have good communication skills with your kids, which I think I do, you get a sense of what they're capable of. Feedback from their teachers has also helped. You know if you are asking too much of your kids or not. My oldest daughter struggled throughout school for a variety of reasons, but a main issue was difficulty learning at a speed that was expected. She, however, wanted to do well and please her mother and I. The expectations remained high to keep her motivated, but not so high that her self-esteem would be crushed. As parents, learning that fine line and staying consistent and continuing communication is so incredibly important. My daughter continued to work very hard, and she knew that her mother and I wanted the best for her. With time and maturity, as well as her continued hard work, she began to see results, and really good results. When she reached college, she was initially overwhelmed, but found her true calling, which was to be a clinical psychologist. She graduated college with honors and was so ecstatic. She went on to do her master's degree in clinical psychology and graduated first in her class with all A's. The university was so impressed with her work that she was chosen as valedictorian of her class and was asked to speak at her graduation. Her mother and I could not have been more proud. She's now working as a clinical psychologist and treats victims of domestic violence. You have to have expectations of your kids. And you need to know what these expectations are early on and be consistent with them. But as I said, to temper those expectations with being reasonable, loving, and motivating. And my daughter's successful story shows the success, of that approach. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Jeep. It is certainly very important that we evaluate whether our expectations are reasonable. If you found this valuable, please share it and use the hashtag EXEF for expectations effects. Thanks for watching and sharing. In case no one has told you yet today, the fact that you are watching this means you are an amazing parent. I appreciate you for showing up and doing the work it takes to embrace your child's brilliance and unleash their true potential.